Southern Vangard Radio. This is DJ John Doe, and to the left of me is my man.
Yeah. Cappuccino. What's up, Meeks?
Cappuccino Meeks.
John Doe in the building. What's up, homie?
Oh man, so happy to be here right now. I can't even.
It's awesome.
I can't even describe how happy I am to be here right now.
It's awesome.
Got some good bourbon on deck.
Man,
what is that shit? Copper Creek? Is that what they call it?
Cooper's Craft.
Cooper's Craft. That's some hot shit, man.
100 proof. I seen this
Louisville,
shit
Kentucky.
before, but I never had it until
Excuse
tonight.
me, Louisville, Kentucky.
Yeah.
And
good Kentucky Brown.
100 proof.
It was awesome.
Beers on deck.
This shit tastes like syrup.
It's definitely breakfast in a cup. There's no doubt about it. Pancakes in a cup, man, for sure.
Hell yeah.
Oh shit, what's up with you, man?
Man, it must be Sunday night.
You all right? I heard you had a fabulous day yesterday.
Nah, yesterday was a wash.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, it was straight wash, man. 14 hours on the couch. Binging Netflix.
Oh, no, that sounds like a good day to me.
My motherfucking CBD pen, the battery ran out. I was struggling yesterday, man. I was drinking some motherfucking 80 proof. I was like, this shit tastes like Kool-Aid.
Oh, that's no good.
Yeah, man. You know,
all right.
14 hours on the couch, you really can't complain.
You straightened yourself out, though, I heard. You had a better day today.
I was productive today.
Okay.
You know, I'm getting ready for my week, although I'm actually sitting here right now thinking about calling in sick.
Hell yeah, you are.
I feel a little... I feel a little, yeah. I feel a little uneasy,
Strep, maybe?
Yeah, chicken pox, something like that. Scurvy. Something like that. And scurvy ain't been around for a minute, so you know,
they can make a comeback though.
I'm sick than a motherfucker.
You know,
right
the
now.
measles are back, so
yeah, man. I don't want that shit though. What's up with you though?
You know what?
Basketball yesterday, right?
Basketball season is supposed to be over with, but you know, my son played AAU.
Right.
And, you know, they're just hanging on to this season. They trying to squeeze in like 2 more tournaments.
Man, basketball season is never over. There's actually a story that came out about how these kids play like year-round nonstop, and it's fucking with
awful.
With their bones
It's
and
awful.
shit. And that's why you've seen some of the most horrific shit in the NBA here lately, because dudes don't take no days off.
Yep.
You got to chill with that.
Yeah, I think we're about to put the kibosh on that shit. Like if the sports aren't being played during the school year, regular season,
not fucking with it.
No way.
I got you.
I think we're about to be on that shit.
You about to be rich too. You have to save gobs of money.
I don't know about rich. I mean, there are people in the house that I've No. We're not opening that Pandora's box.
Too many
now.
ears. No. I'm stop you. Hey, this is a podcast. We talk about hip hop. We do hip hop things.
Slow the roll on that one.
Yeah, let's flip this shit real quick before it get bad.
Other than that, all things considered, actually Saturday was super dope. Actually, so my oldest had two games. I was telling you, we actually played it at New Birth, whatever church, New
Birth, yeah.
Yeah.
Rest in peace to Eddie Long.
I've never been there actually. That church is humongous.
Eddie Long gone.
But they actually have a really nice gym there with 4 courts on it.
Nice.
So we had a morning game and an evening game.
Yeah.
And there was this music technology festival that was in Atlanta actually on Saturday. And it's like the dopest parts of the festival fell between the games.
Yeah.
So like I found out about this shit like last
SAE
minute.
Institute, right?
Yeah, it was at SAE. Yeah, it's called IMSTA Fest.
Yeah.
So these 2 engineers actually, Dave Pensado and Herb Trawick, were there from Pensado's place. Some of our listeners that are producers or into music and engineering and shit like that might know what it is.
Yeah.
But anyway, they gave the keynote, and it was just super dope.
That's
and
what's up.
Superstition was out there, Bamboo was out there, Pocket was out there.
As far as brands go, though, you fuck with Roland, though, right? Like,
well, I mean,
you have.
Well, I mean, I've had a Juno 106. I think that's the only actual piece of gear that I've owned from Roland. But I've had Roland monitors, the Roland VS 1680, which we recorded on.
You had a rack mount.
I have a Roland R8,
yeah.
which is an old drum machine. Yeah, so I forgot about that. Yeah, so I've had some Roland shit over the years, but they had the Roland Cloud shit set up.
Yeah.
You know, it was just a bunch of vendors. So like Native Instruments was there, and
that's
Arturia, and like, it was just a big trade show mostly music technology software, which is odd because usually it's like hardware and gear and turntables and keyboards and shit.
Yeah.
So anyway, the Roland folks were there, and it was real cool. They had these dope T-shirts. They did some like collab with New Era, and we got like I took my oldest with me. Went to there. We got some free shirts and just kind of checking shit out. Anyway, it was just kind of a dope afternoon. I took him to Walters. Nice. He never been to Walters before.
Shouts out to Walters.
So and then we had another basketball game, and then we brought back to the crib.
Did you get him some kicks, or y'all just window shopped a little bit?
Nah, man. I had to like expose him.
He gonna want to go back down there and get fresh for the school year.
I'm sure. Yeah, but they had some crispy joints too.
Oh yeah,
right
they
off
got
the
Walters
truck,
got
man.
it. Walters got it, man.
Man, it's wild.
Walters got it.
I ended up talking to one. I think one of Walter's sons actually there he was hanging out at the door.
That's what's up.
So anyway, it's pretty dope. And then Sunday was just more basketball. I had to mow the yard and shit, and
Yeah, I did that shit today too. So yeah.
Anyway, so we're here doing some rap shit now.
Really feeling bad right now. I don't think I'm gonna make it to work tomorrow, man. I feel horrible right now. Yeah, well, let's get this show popping, man. Let's get this interview popping, man.
This is a hip-hop rap podcast. Anyway, so this is the first time you're listening. This is Southern Vangard Radio. Welcome to the circus. Welcome to the shit show, as we like to say around here. We drop twice a week. Tuesdays is a mix show. We play all the latest and greatest hip-hop.
No doubt.
Cut up and sliced up like it should be.
Yeah.
Me and Meeks just talking that shit, between music breaks, and it's just a good old time. And then on Thursdays we have an interview session where we're interviewing, an MC or DJ or producer or A&R somebody, just a creative or someone within the sphere of hip hop that we all love, that real shit that we fuck with. So make sure you follow us on just about any platform that's worth a damn. Apple Podcasts, Mixcloud, Stitcher Radio, Google Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts. We're on YouTube, and then we have a handful of affiliates as well to help put out the word, right, Meeks?
No doubt. ATLHipHop.com, IronClassicRawRadio.net, Return to BoomBap WRBB, and X Squad Radio, X Squad affiliates, all of those in Atlanta, and then we venture out to the West Coast with Soul Public Radio. Check them out.
All right.
Yeah.
So without any further ado, this gentleman was very kind to us already tonight. He doesn't know. He actually called in for the interview.
Yeah.
So we're actually already leaps and bounds above.
He in the game already. Number two, he from my favorite borough.
All right.
And that's a BX. He from my favorite borough, the Bronx. Shouts out to the Bronx. Shouts out to the Grand Concourse, 165th Street in Sheridan. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to y'all, man.
What's
John,
the third thing?
The third thing is, I think from the name, he bought that funk. You know what I'm saying?
Funk.
That at FONK. And if I look past your glistening head, he's smoking that funk. It looks tasty, well rolled. You know what I'm saying? Thumbs up from the screen. We see you.
Without any further ado, Rhinoceros
Funk is in the Southern Vanguard. Yeah, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, middle-aged men dressed in basketball shorts and old boxes in the corner. How y'all doing today?
Man, what's happening? We're doing well.
I'm peeking into your lives a little more than I wanted to.
Oh, yeah. Hold up, ain't nobody got no basketball shorts on no more. These is denim. Stop playing. John, your shit look a little khaki.
House shorts? I don't know.
we got the loungewear on for sure.
Word, yeah.
And these boxes, this shit right here, I got somebody that want to help you get rid of this shit, John.
You know what
we'll
that
talk
is.
about it.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, some free labor. How y'all doing, man?
We chilling, man.
Oh, we good, man.
You good?
Yeah, man, perfect, man. Thank you guys for having me on.
Nah, we appreciate you.
Talking about the Sophisticated Savage album, man, with y'all.
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
man.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, man.
Play some joints.
Let's talk about that real quick, man. Let's get into that. And you're a versatile gentleman in the world of hip hop. We're actually kind of in the same struggle together with this, radio show shit. But
oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, first and foremost, let's talk about this new album, Sophisticated Savage. Just kick it off with that, and we'll dig in a little bit more.
Yeah, man, we can start with them digging in right there from the top, man. Fucking doing the Guerrilla Grooves Radio on Tuesday with my man DJ FredOnes, I mean, there's so many heads that come by the studio, so many heads we get a chance to meet and work with. And I mean, I see these guys on a weekly basis. I'm talking about Yahzeed, my man Whiteowl. And from hanging out so much and going through the same beats and just laying stuff down, we said, hey, man, might as well form a group. So we did that about a year ago, started working on some tracks and chose the 10 best. And that's what happened now, man. Sophisticated Savage.
Gotcha.
Straight out of TME Studios.
Yep. So you guys, you know the two of them purely from just making the rounds, with them and coming through the show or the station, or
yeah, man. Actually, Yahzeed and Fred go back a little further. Okay. Then Fred and I have been doing live shows here in the city, New York City, called The Art of Lyrics, since 2009. And then 2015, we decided to do the radio show. And then I met Whiteowl a little shortly after that. But these are gentlemen that just are constantly around. We constantly hanging out at TME. And said, hey, man, we like the way we flow together, like the way we sound on tracks. Let's make an album.
Dope.
Yeah, man, it's dope. Yeah, it was funny because Funk hit me about a couple weeks ago, and he's like, yeah, I want to send you this Sophisticated Savage album, and I was like, well, what if I tell you I already had it and we already played a record on the episode this week?
Right.
And what did I call you?
You're like, are you a sorcerer?
I'm like, how the fuck did you have
man? Yo, this dude.
Listen, man, I don't know much about this computer thing.
Yeah,
he could have really just jumped in my computer and taken it. I don't think about this shit.
It probably really actually went down like that. Probably actually went down like that, to be honest with you. This dude right here, he does a lot of work for this show, man, and it usually ends up in us having a lot of pirated material. So
I respect that, man.
Yeah.
As a dude, I show up to the show. I'm the talent. I put my makeup on, wear new underwear, and everybody else does everything else, man. Heads get the music, Fred DJs, Mix get the music. I just show up there to talk shit. So I respect that. I respect getting that music.
Yeah, thank you, man. So the record's been out, what, about a month now, Funk? Or
exactly a month today.
Oh, good really? Job. Okay, all right.
Come on, sorcerer, you know.
Hey, you know. All right, so production-wise, the approach here was pretty varied, right? Like Fred produced a joint or two, I guess. Bombeardo. Got a bunch of producers on here. Let's talk about that real quick.
So my man Sada Someone's a dude that we've been rocking with for a minute. And we actually put out his album, I Have Company, a couple of years back. So he has 2 tracks on this. DJ Menace out of Texas. That came through my man Whiteowl. Emphatic is a kid I know out of Queens. So he sent us some 2 joints that we love, so we put those on there. Okay. Jack Wonders is just when those 10 hit together, those different producers, no matter how many, it just worked.
Yeah. You guys did a great job too, I thought, like beat selection wise, like to have that many producers, but the sound throughout the whole thing I think is pretty cohesive.
Thank you very much, man. That comes from DJing, brother. I took the tracks. I said, hey, man, how would a fan of mixtapes love to listen to this? Yeah. And since, I've been collecting mixtapes since the 80s. So for myself, I said, I played it. I'm like, this is the best kind of way it's going to sound. The team loved it. And that's how it happened. It's funny, man. It's funny you say that because, I don't know how you and Fred organize, music or how you evaluate it before you play because, there's so many fucking records that come out now every week. Word. But, there could be an album that you really love, but you may not necessarily play a lot of the records off that album because they just don't fit the format of a kind of a traditional mix show, right? Yep. So when I went through the Sophisticated Savage joint, I have like a color coding system where I color code things according to, the priority. I joints that I really love, joints that are kind of like, these are cool, but they might work, better in a mix or something like that. But okay. I ended up picking up like 3/4 of the album is like, oh, thank you. You know what I mean? And that just goes to show you, like, I think a lot of folks are a little confused sometimes, and like they'll send me records, and they're like, "Well, I sent you the joint, but do you not like it? Do you not want to play?" It's not that I don't like it; it just doesn't fit like within the overall kind of format and vibe of the show. So I'm always impressed when I can peg like 5, 6, 7 joints out of a record that I can play like.
that's not easy to do, man. So hats off to y'all for getting that together.
Thank you very much. I mean, you know how it is, man. The philosophy of making music has changed throughout the years, and we went through that whole phase where people like everything has to be a single,
right?
Or even and I'll say this shit. I'm fucking gets offended, but the lack of knowing how to compose a song.
Right.
I mean, when you open up a song, I'm the toughest. I'm gonna kill you. I mean, come on, man. Give the DJ something to play with, man.
Right. Let
this shit. Let it be aesthetically pleasing, man.
Yeah, no doubt. It's funny, man, because I think how we originally connected was actually a joint that was constructed exactly like that from a couple of years ago, which was Funky Dope Rhino.
Oh yeah, thank you. I remember you were the first person to play that, man.
Was I really?
Yeah.
That's dope. That's dope. I think I ripped that off YouTube. I think I liked the record so much I ripped it off YouTube because I didn't know how to get it otherwise.
Nice.
But man, I just love cutting that joint up. Like, having those 8 bars at the beginning, man, is a big deal, And if it's a tough joint, then even better,
Yeah, man. The DJ is always in thought when trying to make some music, man. I know you can throw a couple of joints in your album here and there, but you want that kind of 4:30 in the morning stretching Bobito sound.
Yeah, sometimes. No doubt. So you recorded everything at Fred's studio? I want to make sure Fred gets his shine there from the studio.
Man. TME Studios, whether the beats came from and wherever the hell they came from, they had to be sent over to Fred. And that's the ear that we all three of us trust heavily. So that's the ear that we stick with.
Word. All right. So how'd you were you guys actually in the lab creating, like, for the record, or were you sending parts in, or like how much of it were you actually able to get in the studio and kind of create?
The dope part is that we for the most part, all of it was done while we were in the studio. Even if somebody would record their verse maybe a day before, that person was still there when we were with others were recording.
Ah, okay.
And so that process, it wasn't like he had recorded my verse, send it in kind of thing, email. Now we all went to the studio and booked out like 4 or 5 hours and hung out.
Dope. That doesn't happen very often these days, man.
Not at all. Not at all. Especially with collaborative albums.
Right. So you guys all live fairly close to one another? Like everybody's in the Bronx, or?
Well, I'm in the Bronx. Yahzeed's in Harlem, and Whiteowl mostly is in Harlem. So it's like
all right.
The studio is like a 10-minute drive for each of us.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful,
real
man.
close.
All right. So what's up with the art, dude?
Oh, the art. That's my man. My man Benz from Washington Heights, tattoo artist, graffiti artist, sculptor. He goes by Carlos Arturo Arias on Instagram.
Okay,
but he's mostly a tattoo artist. But I approached him because him and I have had a relationship in hip hop stretching over 25 years. So, I mean, sharing tapes, sharing CDs, VHSs, whatever it may be. Oh,
really? Okay.
So when I knew this album was going to get put together and done right, I went to him. I said, "You have to be the one on the cover. You have to be." So he said, "Hell yeah, I'll do it."
Yeah, that shit's dope too.
But look, man,
you got the animal references for everybody. You got a
yes, sir.
What does Yahzeed have on though?
Some sort of beast. We don't know what it is yet. We're thinking it's a rabbit dog mixed with a pig. I don't know. Either way, you don't want to fuck with it. You don't want to get bit by that shit.
Whatever the fuck it is, right?
And his glasses are old, so he probably can't see you that well.
Oh, man.
Run. He'll get an ankle.
I looked at it for a good bit last night. I'm like, all right, I know that's Whiteowl. I know that's Rhinoceros Funk, but what the fuck's Yahzeed got on his head? Like, I couldn't figure it out.
The rabbit animal foaming at the mouth.
That's crazy.
Man. Be careful.
Yo, Funk, man. I got a question for you, going back to your radio gig.
Okay, Guerrilla Grooves Radio, baby.
What do you love about doing radio, and what do you hate about it?
That's fantastic. I mean, it could only come from someone who does it. Great question. Love about it, dude, man. The ability to I'm be honest with you, man, just talk shit. You didn't talk shit.
Yeah.
I love that sound. I mean, I've been doing radio for over 20 years, so just to be able to it's like therapy, man. And then also, man, still being able to provide some new hip hop, talking about new hip hop, being around hip hop, because life sucks dick, B. And when you have a radio show, it sucks less dick. It's true.
There it is.
I work on my jokes. I wake up in the middle of the morning and be like, oh shit, I got a joke. I'm gonna diss Fred like this week. I'm sure he'll like it.
There it is.
And it makes my day.
There it is, man. Like, goddamn.
Come on, man. I get to get drunk with my fucking best friends.
There you go.
You doing it now, right?
Yeah, exactly.
There
exactly.
It is.
This shit is
Say
therapy,
no more.
dog. This shit is therapy.
Okay. So that's the love aspect of it. What do you hate about it? Yeah, what's that bullshit?
Sometimes it's the monotonous questions, man. Like, yo, our show, we've done over 600 interviews on our fucking show, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Over 600 interviews from people that you know to people that you don't know, people you're never gonna hear of again.
Yeah.
And yo, sometimes it's the monotonous kind of question and answer game.
Yeah, right.
You're gonna get that typical answer. You're like, oh, this is kind of whack. Let me throw a dick joke in there and see what this guy feels about it.
Right. So you've been doing radio for a minute, right, Funk? You said what?
I started in '98 up at college, did a radio show there, and then just kept moving. Had some friends doing it with some friends. Then I did it by myself, and then luckily was able to come back and do it with Fred again.
Man, that's dope. Yeah, we kind of have, because I did college radio actually from 95 to actually through my entire time at college, and then for a couple of years after. So we kind of had the similar kind of timeline as far as like what we've been doing radio wise.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, hell that's dope.
I started in '98, and then went to 05, like doing it by myself, and then come back down to the city because I was upstate. And being able to rock out, which was live shows, and then moving it back to like this internet world of radio.
Right. So you guys pretty much stream, right? And then you have rebroadcast and post the archives on Mixcloud. Like, tell the people how they can, tune into Guerrilla Grooves Radio every week.
Well, right now, every Tuesday, 7 p.m., you can go on GuerrillaGroovesRadio.com. That's Guerrilla, GUERRILLA, Grooves Radio. And there we have like the Mixlr, where you can go on the chat room. We have a My Radio stream, WRAP.FM broadcast live as well. And then we have rebroadcast on WRAP.FM as well, bestofbothoffices.net, as well as out from the Hot Island of Trinidad and Tobago, always rocking it every Thursday, 8 p.m.
Oh, word. Okay, cool. Now, how do you and Fred know one another?
So I ran into Fred at a bar where he was DJing with Just Ice.
Oh shit!
Yeah, and I was like, "Yo, man, I got this idea to do like live shows. I know a lot of MCs. I just want to put MCs on and shit." So I asked Fred. I was like, "Yo, man, I know who you are from Sonic Sum. I mean, it'd be dope if you and I host, you DJ." And 2 months later, we just started doing shows. And that shit just kept going on for 10 years.
Damn, that's ill. So you literally just met him that night at the show, and you guys just hit it off, and the rest is history. Man.
It's easy when you buy somebody drinks.
Right. Yeah.
That's how you meet somebody, right? You don't shake somebody's hand and ask for a favor and don't buy the man no drinks. You buy that man drinks until he gets drunk enough to say, "Yeah, I'll do it. What's your name again?" I don't think you remember my name for 3 months.
That's dope, man. Well, shout out to Fred, man. Fred and I are always going back and forth on Instagram every once in a while, and a big shout out to Fred too. He actually copped a shirt last year, man, which I love that shit, man. I appreciate that. So, big up to Fred, man.
No doubt, man. Oh, he always gives love, man. That's why we stay tight, man. Because love only breeds more love.
No doubt. Word, I think you had an AT Alien on the show a couple weeks ago. Star was up there, wasn't she?
Yes, she was.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah, Star just
passed through. My sister Star.
Word.
Yeah, man. She's so awesome, man. So awesome. We had a great time, man. Great interview. It was just so awesome to meet her. And she was just, I mean, the feeling was mutual. It was just a great time. Man.
Yeah, that's dope. She rocked the mic too, didn't she? I'm sure she tore that mic down
man.
too.
She had to shine with them rhymes. You come up there, you got to shine with them rhymes.
Word.
No doubt.
How often you got to shut somebody down, Funk? Like, you ever had to cut the mic off?
I give you looks. I give you looks. Like I try not to cut you off, man, because it sounds unprofessional when you hear it back. But I make sure you look at my eyes and I give you one of these, like
wrap it up.
Wrap that shit up. And then I'll even interject, man. I'll be like, "Oh," and I'll come in and I'll cut you off, like, then it's over. Like, there's a lot of techniques used depending on the person and shit.
No doubt. That's what's up.
What do you do about no shows, Funk? What do you guys do?
Man, I used to stress those shits when I was younger.
Yeah, I know, right?
Now, I don't give a flying fuck.
Right.
If you don't show up, that just means it's more of me talking and more laughter. So try to get back on the schedule because our schedule's thick.
Right, right.
Hell yeah.
It's just you and Fred that manage that every week?
Well, like I said, man, I'm a prima donna. So Fred manages the calendar. Indiana Miggs does the music and the calendar. And I just manage my high and my laughters.
And that's more than enough. That's enough.
That's more than enough, man. Just make sure I got my I powder my wig.
That's a lot.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. Funk, what's the climbing in the Bronx right now, man? Who's popping right now? Who should we be checking for right now?
That's a good question.
You know what, man? I'm glad you asked that at this point because we was at the album listening party for Showbiz and Milano.
Yeah.
And that album just dropped. It's called Boulevard Arthur. I said, yo, that's that Bronx shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, yo.
That's it.
10 tracks. Go out there, put that shit in your mainframe, buy a Walkman, buy an old tape, record it on tape, listen to it in the shower. That's that dope.
That's that shit.
It is that shit.
No
That's
doubt.
another one of those joints too, Funk. Like I think I like marked 6 or 7 of those records. Like, all right, these we can rock these on the show. It's like that.
Yeah,
I'm a huge Showbiz fan too, man. Like I feel like, you know, as far as DITC goes, man, I don't feel like that brother gets the acclaim that, you know, some of the other cats do. And not that it's not warranted, but man, that Showbiz shit, man, it's just different.
Yeah, man.
Even now,
is.
you know. So, what about a young cat? What about young cats, man, out of the Bronx right now? You got anybody you're fucking with?
I mean, there's some cats, man, but I mean, we interview so many. I can't even like give you a good list of some people without fucking them and forgetting some other people, man.
Right,
I mean, there's heads out there that are truly like they shock me sometimes, and they're like, "Yo, man, I'm a Kool Keith rap fan." I'm like, "Damn, but you're only 24. Like, that's crazy."
Yeah, that's wild.
There's a lot of cats out there now, man, but I'm not dropping a 5 on you because I'm gonna mess it up real bad.
That's all right. That's cool. Yeah, I might have missed out on this, but as far as a Sophisticated Savage, what's next? Like,
we didn't talk about that. Actually.
Yeah. How's the response been?
I'm loving it. I mean, I'm loving it, man. We went out to go support Kool Keith with the album listening party with the Psycho Les joint because they did that joint at Fred TME Studios, and we went out there.
They recorded that whole shit there.
Record the whole shit there.
Really?
Man. Les bought his machines and would even finish our beats there. So
shit.
We went out to the. Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to name drop sound like a fucking asshole or anything.
Nah.
We go out there and I ran to Keith, and Keith was like, "Yo, I heard the album. That shit is dope." To me, that's all I care about, man.
Yeah.
If people like y'all, when people that we respect are respecting the art, that's all I give a fuck about, man. Yeah. And that's the love we're getting right now.
That's got to be bugged out though, because your name is somewhat derived from a Kool Keith lyric, right?
It is solely derived from that Kool Keith.
Yo, that's bugged out. Does that bug you out, man, to talk to this guy and you're like, holy shit.
Yeah.
I told him that shit on the interview. I said, hey, man, Keith, when you said on that track on the Smut Peddlers joint, Rhinoceros Funk, I mean, I was already calling myself Rhino, but I would run into other rhinos. I'm like, nah, I don't like that shit. I don't like saying the name that I claimed with another guy. So then when I heard that Rhinoceros Funk, I was like, oh shit, took that, actually made a song called Rhinoceros Funk. And I was like, I'm keeping this moniker. So that's... Wow. And then I only shower 3 times a week, so it makes sense.
Oh, my God.
Yo, but that's ill. Can you imagine? That's just bugged out, man. To name yourself after a Kool Keith lyric, and then this motherfucker ends up recording an album at your homeboy's studio.
That's some of the best
with
shit.
With Psycho Les from the Beat Nuts. Like, what the fuck?
That's some of the best shit about hip hop, though. You know what I mean? You never know why you do things and how it's gonna come back up and show up. You know what I'm saying? That's what's dope about it. You know what I mean?
It ain't nothing cooler than growing up and listening to like Kool Keith and shit. Be like Papa Lodge, and then 2 weeks ago, Keith goes, "Hey, you want to go to a baseball game?" I said, "Sure, Dad."
That's dope.
please? Because my dad never took me to a fucking baseball game. I love you, Keith.
That's dope.
You could be sending this motherfucker flowers on Father's Day and shit.
I'm telling you, man. That's hip hop, man. You gotta love that hip-hop. Shit. You gotta love it, man.
Take that baseball game.
Hell yeah. Gotta love that shit. Hey, yo, last thing from me, man. What's the flavor for the night? I think you just put that shit out. What was that?
Oh, this is I forgot what the fuck this kid called it, man. I'm at the age where guys give me names of things, and I'm like, too long, just give me the bag.
Right.
But this was like some platinum something of another.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean,
yo, I heard it was a drought up there. Is a drought up there?
I don't know about no droughts.
Okay.
I'm always in the puddles.
Okay, that's what's up. He don't know nothing about no droughts. That's what I'm talking about. I ain't believe that shit when I heard it.
This block.
That block. That's what's up. All good.
Hey, I got a question for you, man. How'd you find yourself in the middle of this rap shit, man? Like, we always like to get some origin stories, like.
You know, I started getting tight in the late 90s, man. Like, you're doing radio,
okay,
and DJing these records. I'm like, oh man, there's some guys out there that just really don't know what the fuck they talk about.
Okay,
and then that whole embracement of more ignorance just got me more tight. So I said, hey, fuck it, man. I'm gonna start writing some words. I read a lot. Let me put some rhymes together. And that's how it happened, man.
Okay, so you were a DJ first, and then you got into
yes, sir.
Okay.
DJ first, and then I had somebody teach me how to make beats, and I started making my little beats, and then after that, I started rhyming myself. Beat game got better, but then as I started showing people shit, I started getting beats that were better than mine. So I was like, I'm taking this guy's beats. Thank you very much. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, no doubt.
So you have a like musical background, or your family was into music, or anything like that?
There's a lot of musical influences. I grew up in a very deeply Spanish home, so it was a lot of like South American and Spaniard ballads and horns from the Caribbean. So as a kid, I took on the trumpet as a kid.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah. So that, and then I'm musically trained. I'm a fucking I have a master's degree in opera, so I can't hit those notes. Now fuck with y'all.
Hold on. I was about to say that.
That's Toby stopped at the horns. My bad.
This dude right here, yo. I'm telling you, that's that shit right there.
You met your match,
3,000 miles away.
Dude.
See, we gotta get so y'all.
I was about to ask you to do some Pavarotti shit right quick, like don't even play with it. You know what I'm saying? You high too, like I know you hit a hell of a note.
We gotta get Meeks and we gotta get Funk in the same room together and just let that shit fly, man. Oh my god, I can't imagine. We coming to the Bronx, man. We're gonna come up there and be in fucking person, man.
I love the Bronx.
Hell yeah, man. Whenever y'all up here, y'all got a home we'll be at, man.
I love the Bronx, man. That's my borough, man, for real.
Yeah, man. I'm not that far from 165, brother. I'm on 161.
Yeah, I've been all through there. I never got a chance to go to Bronx River though, but that's gonna be my next shit. Next time I go up top. And actually, the young lady that introduced me to the BX, she was a Bronx native. She ain't with us no more, and I miss her dearly, man. I thought I was gonna get up top one more time to see her, but I didn't. So shouts out to Big Tiffany. Kai, what's up with you? I know she looking out on us, but she had me out there smoking. Oh man, man, some of the fattest bags I ever seen in my life. Anyway, right over there by Yankee Stadium, they got it.
I never forget that that fucking climb.
That fucking hill we had to walk up every night. Man, yeah.
Oh, that's a bad hill.
Yeah. Oh, you know that hill. Yeah.
It's down the block from me, man.
Yeah, that motherfucker is crazy. We took a cab one night. Up the hill.
Yeah, don't blame you.
That motherfucker took that money too. He was like, man, we just going right up here. He like, I got you. Come on.
And of course you got it.
That shit was dope.
Power.
That shit was dope.
Word.
Yeah, man.
What else you got coming up, Funk? Like, what else you working on, man? I know you just dropped an album, but...
No, I'm trying to drop an album. It's just I put it on hold for this Sophisticated Savage joint, but I got this joint that I've been working on called Extra Duck Sauce. And it's just a couple of tracks. I mean, like, the Funky Dope Rhino is going to be on there as well.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw that on there as well as the Stomp Your Feet joint that I did with my man Preacher Man. Mm-hmm. And I mean I'm already planning out the Sophisticated Savage second album. So the beats are coming in, collabos possibly. So I'm working on that.
Nice.
Right. You guys doing physicals for the first Sophisticated Savage joint? Tapes
for the
or
first
vinyl
one,
or?
Nah, for the first one we're keeping like this. Like, I mean, after the second one, I think that's when we're gonna try to bless y'all with some physicals.
All right, cool. All right, beautiful.
We'll be looking out for that shit, man.
Yeah, man, no doubt.
Thank you, Thank you.
Yeah, big up Whiteowl too, man. He's always sending me joints early and sending me those treats, and we try to show love, whenever we can and whenever the joints are right, and usually with y'all it always is. So,
thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, man. What do you want to lead the folks with, Rhino?
Yeah, this the part of the show where we give you full
carte blanche.
Carte blanche. The floor is yours. If you got something you want to get off your chest, you want to talk shit to somebody owe you some money, it's a bitch you trying to holler at or something like that, you can do it right here, right now on Southern Vangard Radio.
This is Rhinoceros Funk of Guerrilla Grooves Radio, man. Catch us every Tuesday, 7 p.m. to another How We Feel Like It. GuerrillaGroovesRadio.com. Worry about yourself. And Merry Christmas.
There we go. It. Worry about yourself.
Worry about yourself, man.
Too much goddamn conversations out there.
Don't worry about me. Worry about your motherfucking self, man.
Have fun. Have fun with your life.
Man, be sweet with it. Stop playing.
Man.
Worry about yourself, man.
Worry about yourself, man. Ain't nothing else more important, B. Get off my dick.
With the quickness, you know what I'm saying?
Get off my dick, dude. Who's fucking talking? Bunch of bitches out here.
That's that New York shit. I love it.
Oh, man. Yeah, shouts out to the Bronx, man.
Yeah, man.
We're in the Bronx tonight.
We appreciate you, man.
We're in the Bronx tonight, man.
Love y'all, man. Whenever y'all come up here, you got a home, man.
Same for you, man. Same for you, man. Hey, look into coming to Atlanta in October, man. First week of October, something like that.
A3C, brother.
Yeah, man.
Man, definitely.
Yeah.
I make sure come with clean socks so I can step all over your carpet.
No doubt. No doubt.
If those boxes better be gone, man. What the fuck is going on?
We working on that.
Hey, look, man. We're talking about college radio, from fucking the mid-90s. That's what that shit is in those fucking boxes right there, Funk.
All of them.
I got a goddamn storage unit filled with that shit. I'm trying to filter through them and get rid of them and hold on just the gems and the jewels, man.
Oh, man, those are all gems and jewels.
No, they're not. Bro. No, they're not. You got service with some bullshit back in the day. You know what it is.
Yeah,
you got some bullshit. And see,
I remember breaking the Kobe album. I had my radio show. And that Kobe album had dropped. Yo, I smashed that shit on air.
Yo, I was at 88.5. I was at 88.5 Georgia State Radio when they broke the same fucking album on the air. They cracked the vinyl in various pieces on the air. That shit was garbage.
Yo, awful. To this day.
Straight garbage.
If it's in there, let me get that shit. I want to break it again.
I'll send it to you. FedEx next day. I'm sending that shit to you tomorrow.
Doubt. That's what's up.
Oh, man. Thank you, brother. We appreciate you, man.
We appreciate you, man.
No doubt,
for
man.
real.
Yo, Southern Vanguard.
No doubt.
Vanguard of hip-hop, baby. We love y'all.
Yeah, man. That's what's up. Peace.
All right, man. Peace.
Yeah. I didn't know this was going to be the night when motherfuckers want to call me.
Everything all right?
I'm sorry, homie.
No, you're good.
Nah, man. Motherfucking new employee done basically broke into the building and don't know the goddamn alarm code. Like, you could just, like, this motherfucker, you could just show up and just come in. Like, we ain't got no security.
All right.
Like,
we good.
Man,
let's wrap this bitch up, man. Southern Vanguard Radio.
Oh, I ain't know we was still
twice a week, Meeks.
I'm sorry,
twice a week, Doe.
I'm sorry, man.
These phone calls got Meeks rattled. You know what? You know what? You could have not. Listen, here's the thing, though, man. To you, you're worried about it, but the listeners probably had no idea you stepped out like 3 times.
To the listeners, I apologize, man. It's I hate my fucking job, man. Let's just be clear. And that little rant y'all just caught, because I thought he had stopped recording already.
No,
I didn't mean for y'all to hear that shit.
No, we gotta let that roll.
But the explanation on that is I hate my fucking job. I'm trying to get out of that motherfucker daily. I'm thinking about selling hard narcotics or some dick. I probably would make more money off the dick, but I don't want to be known as the first hip hop prostitute, male prostitute. So I'm not going to do that. Maybe not. You know what I'm saying? But guard your mama with all your life, because I will take any money she gives me and dump dick off in her drawers. This has been Southern Vangard Radio. Interview session with Rhinoceros Funk. Twice a week Meeks. Twice a week Doe. Southern Vangard Radio. South in your motherfucking mouth. You ain't expect nothing else, right?
Beer.
Like you knew it was. You knew this was what it was, right?
Like beer.
You knew.
Like
you knew what it was, man. We out.